Thank you, National Association of Christian Lawmakers, for inviting me to speak at your annual convention. Over the past several years, you've devoted yourselves to be busybodies. I mean, your devoted body is busy as a bee, and so instrumental in drafting bills for American lawmakers to promote Christian nationalism and help women not be burdened with too many decisions about their own bodies. For example, well done drafting the Texas bounty hunter bill that allows private citizens to sue women who have abortions after 6 weeks. Before you. Who even knew that could be a thing? Texans may not notice an active shooter walking into a school hallway with an AR-15, but thanks to NACL, it does get their attention if they see a pregnant woman driving into a Planned Parenthood parking lot with an F-150. You've been so successful, NACL currently has members in the legislatures of over 30 states. And the funny thing is that most Americans have never even heard of you. When I brag about how big a role you played in getting Roe v. Wade kicked to the curb, people ask, "But Betty, what is NACL?" And I tell them, you're like the American Legislative Exchange Council, known as ALEC, which ghostwrites legislation, say, against labor unions and gun control for lawmakers throughout the country. Every year, around 200 of these ALEC-written bills become laws. Both ALEC and NACL share a view that conservative lawmakers are just too gosh darn lazy or inept to write for themselves bills that ruin other Americans' lives. And casual observation bears this hunch out. Just look at Marjorie Taylor Greene, or for that matter, the rest of the Freedom Caucus, which works overtime to put the dumb in freedom. You're the religious version of ALEC. So you're ALEC with an even more strenuous, scolding sense of superiority, of course. I'm careful how many people I educate about NACL. We can get a lot more accomplished in secret. Going over Americans' medical histories is easier when you're going under their radar. Well, going under their skirts and bed sheets. And just so we're clear, bed sheets was not a Klan reference. Well, for some of you. And speaking of things we don't wish to be made public, I'm told this speech is being taped. Please don't release it.
Why?
Because it's staying out of the spotlight in public while staying in the uteruses of the public that has made you so successful. I applaud you for focusing your subcontracting work for America's legislatures, writing bills primarily curtailing or banning abortion and homosexuality. Truly, it has fallen on the shoulders of conservative Christians like NACL to make up for Jesus never mentioning either topic even once. Such an appalling oversight. Join me, won't you, in trying to forgive him? But I guess we just have to soldier on being better Christians than Jesus. He is welcome.
Glory.
But thanks to the tireless work of NACL in writing bills stopping LGBTQ people and other bills starting 6-week and total bans on abortion, America inches closer to a time when our freedom to tell other Americans what they can do trumps their freedom to do it. I'd like to give a hearty shout out to Mike Huckabee, member of your advisory board. I always say, you know exactly how honest an organization is when a Huckabee is involved. So thank you, National Association of Christian Lawmakers. You are doing the most to promote Christian nationalism and aim a flamethrower at that separation between church and state nonsense in the pesky Constitution. Well, in fairness, not nearly as much as the Christian nationalist majority on the Supreme Court. Glory.